Welcome back to the channels, guys. This is your boy Grant. I've got a quick video for you guys. I've got a company that reached out to me. I'm going to put their information up on the screen now. I believe it's pronounced Ninte. They provided us a new front lip for the F10. So we're going to do a review, going to do an install video, show you guys what the quality looks like, all that fun stuff. So first of all, check them out because there will be a link in the description on how you guys can get one of your own. But we're gonna open up this box real quick, show you guys everything. So make sure you're a subscriber, make sure you like the video if you like to see this type of content. We're gonna jump in right now. So, looks like one of the components there. Okay, there's the lip. That looks very, very nice. Not really worried about the bottom. That's what we'll be scraping anyway. And then we've got these sections here. So we've got, and there's also some, looks like double-sided tape that came in the box as well too. So we've got some hardware, double-sided tape, and everything looks to be very, very good condition. No, no cracks, no damage at all to the part. Everything looks really good. Okay, so hopefully that video quality came out pretty good. I wanted you guys to see a true unboxing of it from when I received it the first night I opened up the box. So, of course, I was too excited to wait to actually be able to shoot this installation video, so I wanted to jump right in. But now we've got it set out here. Everything looks clean. I'm gonna give you guys some more footage of it so you can see it in the daylight. But I am very excited. I really like the quality of the product here. Again, it is made of plastic. This is not true carbon fiber, but because it is made of plastic, it's hollow plastic, it is really, really light. So the only thing on my vehicle that I have to compare it to is the rear spoiler, and it's almost as light as that rear spoiler, even though it's a bigger piece. So really excited about getting this put on. So what we're gonna jump into right now, I've gotta wash the car real quick, make sure that we give all of the double-sided tape really clean surface for that adhesive to adhere to. So we'll jump into that right now, and then I'll be back with you guys here in just a minute, and we can continue the installation process. Okay, so we got our F10 pulled in, got it up in the air so that we can make sure that we have good access to our front bumper. So what I'm going to do first of all is we're going to go ahead and make sure we clean this surface really good. So I've got myself a clean microfiber towel, got some 70% rubbing alcohol, and we're just going to, even though we've cleaned the car with, as a nice little car wash, we're still going to make sure we scrub this down real good. We want to make sure we have a really good clean surface for these this adhesive tape, for the double-sided tape. So we're just scrubbing this good. You guys don't pay too much attention to my front bumper. I've actually had some damage to it here recently on a trip out of town for AAU. We hit something in the road and it actually caused some damage, chips, some paint in certain areas. Actually did some chips there, so I've actually had to do a little bit of touch-up paint to it, and I still need to actually do some wet sanding and buffing. So again, don't look too close because it does need some help. So again, these pieces here are just plastic. They have a really, again, nice look to them, but they are still just plastic pieces. And we're just gonna see how this is gonna fit. It's gonna slide into place here. So as far as fitment is looking so far, it's actually looking to be pretty nice. Okay. So that's how this side is going to fit, just like that. I do like having these little splitters as a basically as a two-piece section. So you have your two splitters and then your front lip that goes underneath. Just because my car does sit pretty low, it's hard to tell, but I've actually raised it up about 2 weeks ago. I raised it up about three quarters of an inch in the front, about ½ an inch in the rear. So hopefully I won't get too much damage, but one of the things you hear a lot of people complaining about, especially on the forums, is tearing these front lips off. And so One cool thing is if you do still have at least the splitter pieces, and you do happen to tear your front lip off, you still have an aggressive look, hopefully, without the front lip until you have that replaced. So now what I'm going to do is, again, grab some of our adhesive tape, start laying it down on our splitters so that we can get those in place. Now, I will tell you, if anybody's looked on the forums, if you see reviews, one of the main things, even if you look on any of the YouTube videos, one of the main things most people complain about is not having instructions on how to install these. And I would tell you that this, unfortunately, this is no different. So there are not instructions that were included with this kit. I will double check the website before I get too far into the install. But at the moment, it looks like, again, you're just going to have to try to use your best judgment. Use YouTube videos like this to see how you want to install your own when you receive it. But again, like I said, I will double check the website before I get started, so I might actually do that real quick now. Okay, and as you guys can see, we've got the first one on. I just wanted to kind of test fit this side here off camera. Now I'm going to work on this one. The fitment is pretty good. I can see where there's a little bit of separation here, but I'm going to use my heat gun to try to warm that up. Some of that has to do with when you get ready to place this on, especially with all the double-sided tape on there, you only really get one true shot at it. And if you get off a little bit, then you're going to have a little bit, it's going to be a little bit off on the placement. So what we end up doing is pulling out the old heat gun, warming up that adhesive, and seeing if we can just slightly adjust it a little bit. So we'll do that, a little bit of that now. What I'm going to jump into now is starting to try to peel off. That's always fun, is peeling off all this double-sided tape so that we can actually stick the next side on, and then we'll be back to trying to mount the next section. So we've got all our double-sided tape pulled off, and now we're going to try to see if we can very carefully get this set into place. Again, you only really get one opportunity to set it in the way you want it to sit. So that's how I'm trying to do my best here to get it where I want it. And we're gonna, of course, apply as much pressure as we possibly can to want it to set in place with that adhesive tape. So of course, this is always the easier piece, or the easier part of the process, getting these splitters put in place, and then the next section is adding the bottom lip. Okay, let's get together. You guys can see that. So we got those front sections put in place. Again, looks really good. You have a little bit of a seam right in front of your vent. And like I said, I do have a little bit of section that's not 100% attached, but I will work on that here off camera here in just a minute. Same thing here, seam, just a little bit of a seam. So fitment is not, it's not horrible, but it's not perfect. So it actually looks really good. Just gonna need a little bit of massaging to get it exactly where we want it. And then we'll work on the bottom lip here in just a second. Okay, so now that we have our splitters put in place, we're going to pre-drill our holes in the bottom lip. So to do that, I'm actually grabbing this extra piece of cardboard. So what you'll see here is that these holes are pre-drilled. They come from the company. I thought there was another one on this side. So as you can see, these holes are pre-drilled. There's one there. We've got two in the center, another one here on this end, and then way over here in the edge, there's another one. And so this one here on this side, mine is missing, but we'll be able to take care of that. So what we're gonna use, I'm using a 1/8 drill bit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drill these holes so that we'll be able to move forward with the installation. Okay guys, so before we get this set in here, I'm just gonna show you real quick. I've got my my hardware that came with the kit, which are the self-tappers. I've got those already installed in the centerpiece because that is actually going to self-tap into the bottom of this bumper. But I'm going to show you guys something real quickly here. My install will be slightly different than yours because these bottom sections here on either side that typically are going to mount, what you would do is actually remove the bolts from your existing front bumper. Mine are not there, And so for those OG subscribers that know, when I built or when I received this car, I was missing the front splash shield. So I built my own splash shield, but I actually am still missing actually the bolts or the connections that go in there, because I just did not have that since this entire engine splash shield was missing. So I'm gonna have to figure something out as far as mounting on those two pieces, but the rest of it should be the same for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bottom section mounted, and we'll give you guys a overview or a last look of the bumper before we get any cinematic started. And guys, believe me, this would be a real easy install with a second hand, which I do not have at the moment. So one thing I did not show on camera as well too is I did put adhesive tape right on the bottom of each one of these splitters. That is actually supposed to sit right in here in this section of the front lip. Some people decide not to go with it. I decided I'd just go ahead and run it. So that will help keep it up tight in place. And I will probably even, because I have these extras anyway, because of the way my setup is, I might actually run some bolts here in the front to make sure that kind of self-taps into that section as well too. Okay, so there's our final product there. So I will show you guys here just a quick second here. Again, I was able to install the two taps down here at the bottom, and then I went ahead and also used the 3 taps that we had extra, or I had extra because of my setup, to actually secure this lip so that it doesn't actually move. So it's actually nice and stiff. Right now, I've had to use zip ties back there in the back where I did not have the plastic and undershield below. So this is what my final product looks like. I'm gonna get it on the ground here in just a second. What I will probably do here is hit you guys with a cinematic just in a moment. As you guys see, it's dark outside now. So we'll see if I can't get you guys a nice video tomorrow. Okay, man. I hope this is actually showing up good in the light, but it is looking super, super clean right now. So again, I did the carbon fiber look, so just to kind of offset a little bit of the carbon fiber grills, as well as the carbon fiber trunk lid and not trunk lid, rear spoiler and mirror caps. I really, really like the way this looks. I'm gonna have to get you guys some videos in the daylight, but it is looking really, really nice.
Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want, baby. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want. Give me what I'm looking for.
Okay guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that cinematic and you enjoyed the installation video. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I really love the way this lip looks. I think it definitely changed the entire look of the car. It looks phenomenal. For the money, you cannot get a better deal. So definitely in the description down below, you can go to their website, check out what they have. They've got, of course, this lip, and they actually offer it in different colors. This is the carbon fiber look. They also have a matte black as well as a gloss black. Check them all out. They also have a side skirt extensions, front grills, as well as rear diffusers. So like I said, I'm really, really digging the way this look. I think it's going to be durable with that hard plastic. So definitely check them out in the link in the description below. Guys, also make sure that you're a subscriber to the channel. Make sure that you guys like this video and let me know what you guys think of my front lip. But I will plan on catching you guys in the next video. Everybody be safe. We'll catch you next time.